Hold up, Congo Nation. I'm Sister Johnson, and welcome to our Sichet lesson. Today is Thursday, May 21st, 2020. To begin our lesson, we're going to start an activity called whisper counting. We're going to whisper count by ones, but say the multiples of 10 aloud. Yabo? All right, let's get started. All right, Congo Nation. So let's count by ones to 50, but we're going to whisper except for every multiple of 10. Our multiple of 10s are circled down at the bottom. Yabo? For the numbers that we say out loud, it's going to sound like we're counting by 10s. Remember to whisper all the other numbers. Let's begin. Moja and Billy tattoo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. Congo Nation, each time we said a number aloud, it was a multiple of 10. We were skip counting by 10s. So now, let's just count the multiples of 10 to 50. Moja and Billy tattoo. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Very good. Now let's extend this concept and count starting at 10 all the way up to 100. Yabo? All right, Congo Nation. So you're going to focus here at these numbers. Let's skip count by 10. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Let's do it one more time. Moja and Billy tattoo. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Skip counting by 10 is going to help you later on in our concept development when we count dimes. Yabo? All right, Congo Nation, let's move into our application problem. All right, Congo Nation, now let's do our application problem. Let's read it together. Moja and Billy tattoo. Sister Zoe donated 8 books to the library. Brother Rodney donated 14 books to the library. How many more books did Brother Rodney donate than Sister Zoe? All right, Congo Nation, I want you to pause the video and please write down your application problem in your composition book. Once you're finished, resume this video. Welcome back, Congo Nation. Let's reread our application problem. Moja and Billy tattoo. Sister Zoe donated 8 books to the library. Brother Rodney donated 14 books to the library. How many more books did Brother Rodney donate than Sister Zoe? All right, Congo Nation, let's begin annotating our word problem. We're going to begin by circling our key numbers. What's our first key number, Congo Nation? Very good. Our first key number is 8. Please find your number 8 and circle it. What's our next key number? 14. Good job. Let's circle the number 14. Do you see any more key numbers, Congo Nation? No, very good. I don't either. So we're going to move on to the next step. The next step is to underline our question. Find your question mark. The question mark is here. That means that this sentence is a question. So I'm going to go to the beginning of my sentence. I see a question word, how, so I know that's my question. How many more books did Brother Rodney donate than Sister Zoe? That is the question we want to solve. Yay, Bo? All right, I can also box math action words or box keywords. When I look here at my question, how many more books did Brother Rodney donate than Sister Johnson? More is a math action word. That tells me that Brother Rodney has more books than Zoe. Yay, Bo? But this word then is a keyword. This word then means I'm going to compare. I am going to compare the number of books Brother Rodney donated with the number of books Sister Zoe donated. And I need to know what the difference is. Yay, Bo? So this also tells me that I am going to subtract. Remember, when we find the difference between two numbers, we have to use subtraction. Yay, Bo? All right, Congo Nation, we have all that we need to solve. So when I do a math word problem, I want to draw a model first. Yay, Bo? So I want to begin by doing a picture for Sister Zoe's books. All right? How many books did Sister Zoe donate? Very good. She donated 8. I'm going to draw squares that represent Sister Zoe's books. So I'm going to draw 8 squares. All right, Congo. Now also must remember that when we're comparing, we want to line up our shapes with the other shapes. Okay, Bo? So I want to line up Zoe's shapes with Rodney shapes. I want to make sure that I make enough space to line up their shapes. Yay, Bo? All right, so I'm going to make small squares. I'm going to make 8 small squares for Sister Zoe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to count them to double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Very good. I label Zoe's squares with the letter Z for her name. And we're making a tape diagram. So I have to put a rectangle around Sister Zoe's books. This rectangle is called a tape. And it's used when you compare two parts. Yay, Bo? All right, so we have represented Sister Zoe's part. Now we need to draw a picture for Brother Rodney's part. How many books did Brother Rodney donate? 14, very good. As I'm drawing Brother Rodney's books, I want to line each of them up with Sister Zoe. That will make it easier for us to find the difference. Let's draw Brother Rodney's 14 books. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yay, Bo? My next step is to create Brother Rodney's tape by drawing a rectangle around his books. And then I have to label his tape with an R for his name. Yay, Bo? All right, Congo Nation, now we can find the difference. The way we find the difference between Sister Zoe's books and Brother Rodney's books is we go to where Sister Zoe's books end and Brother Rodney's books continue, right? Zoe has 8 books here, and Brother Rodney also has 8 books up to this point here. Then his books continue. This here shows how many more books Brother Rodney donated. Yay, Bo? So now what we have left to do is to count how many books are different than Sister Zoe's. Let's begin. Moja and Billy Tattoo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The difference between Sister Zoe and Brother Rodney's books are 6 books. Okay? Brother Rodney has 6 more books than Sister Zoe. Let's use a number sentence to go along with our model. Okay? When we do a subtraction number sentence, and we know we're doing subtraction because we may note here, we know when we compare or we find the difference, we use subtraction. So in a subtraction number sentence, do I begin with the larger part or the smaller part? The larger part, very good. Which one is larger, 8 or 14? 14, good. So 14 is going to be my whole number in this subtraction number sentence. My operation is subtraction, so my symbol is a minus symbol. And then I'm going to subtract Sister Zoe's part. How many are in Sister Zoe's part? 8, very good. So now I can count back from 14 to 8 and see how many I have. Yay, Bo? All right, congregation. All right, let's count back from 14 to 8 and see how many are on our fingers. Put 14 in your head and let's begin. 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. What's our difference, congregation? 6. Very good. And that matches our subtraction number sentence in our model. Yay, Bo? All right, very good. The only thing left for us to do is to answer our question. Let's reread our question. How many more books did Brother Rodney donate than Sister Zoe? What's our answer? Very good. Brother Rodney donated 6 more books than Sister Zoe. Yay, Bo? All right, good job, congregation. For today's concept, we are going to look at different amounts of cents, and we're going to determine how many dimes and pennies make that amount of cents. Yay, Bo? But before we do that, let's review place value. We're going to take a look at different 2-digit numbers and determine how many tens there are in that 2-digit number and how many ones there are in that 2-digit number. We're going to draw our quick tens to represent our tens and our circles to represent our ones. Yay, Bo? All right, congregation. So the first 2-digit number that we want to draw tens and ones for is the number 23. Up here, I have a place value chart, and you're going to use the place value chart for your problem set, and you're also going to use it for today's concept development. So I would like for you to draw a place value chart for each 2-digit number that we during our lesson today. Yay, Bo? All right, so I have my place value chart. And our place value chart is a great tool when we're trying to see how many tens and ones there are in numbers, because we plug in each digit in our place value chart. Whatever digit is first when we read from left to right lives in this first house. And this is the tens place house. Yay, Bo? Our second number lives in the ones place house. Yay, Bo? And only one number can live in each house at a time. So let's go ahead and look at the number 23. Congo Nation, I have a question. What does the number 23 look like? What two numbers do we use to make the number 23? Very good. We use a 2 and a 3. Our first digit is the number 2. So our number 2 goes here inside of that house. Our second digit is the number 3. So our number 3 goes here inside of this house. Yay, Bo? And then we can plainly see how many tens there are in the number 23 and how many ones there are in the number 23. Congo Nation, point to your tens house. Point to the column that's labeled tens. Very good. This is our column that's labeled tens. Therefore, how many tens are in the number 23? 2. Very good. We can plainly see that there are 2 tens in the number 23. Now, let's point to the ones house. Which column is titled ones? Very good. It's this column here. Yay, Bo? So how many ones are in the number 23? 3. Very good. There are 2 tens and 3 ones. So now that I know that, I can draw my picture. In Congo Nation, the order does not change. When you are reading a double-digit number, right? So that's a number that has 2 numbers. This is the first digit. This is the second digit. Yay, Bo? And that's for any 2-digit number. This is the first digit, and this is the second digit. Just like we read words, we read our numbers from left to right as well. Yay, Bo? So the tens place will always be first when you're reading a 2-digit number from left to right. And the ones will always be the second digit. Yay, Bo? So the number 2 is our first digit. That's our tens. And our 3 is our second digit. That's our ones. Yay, Bo? It will always be tens and ones when you write a number. This is the tens place, and then it's the ones place. All right? So I can draw my tens and ones. Now remember, we're using our quick tens. And a quick 10 looks like a vertical line. It reminds me of a lowercase l. So how many quick tens am I going to draw for the number 23? 2. I'm going to draw 2. Okay? Because there are 2 tens in the number 23. Draw your quick tens, Congo Nation. So I have, oh, that marker isn't working. Let me get another one. I'm drawing my tens. 1, 2. This should remind you of the lesson that Sister Lindsay did with you when she gave you a 2-digit number and you were responsible for drawing the quick tens and the ones. If you came to one of our math meetings when we were doing tens and ones, then you also had some practice. So these lines are called quick tens. There are 2 tens in the number 23, so we have 2 quick tens here. I've taken care of my tens. Now I need to take care of my ones. So Congo Nation, how many ones am I going to draw? 3, very good. I'm going to draw circles for my ones. 1, 2, 3. So this picture here represents the number 23. Congo Nation, when we count our tens, we have to skip count by 10. Very similar to what we did in our whisper counting when we counted from 10 to 100. Yay, Bo? So I can't start at 10 and then say 11 because I'm adding another 10. I'm adding 10 more. Yay, Bo? For every 10 that I count, I have to skip count by 10s. So we're going to start at 10, and if I'm skip counting by 10, what number comes after 10? 20. Very good. 10, 20. And now, do I have any more 10s left? No, I don't. I'm moving on to my ones, so I begin to count by one. Watch me. 10, 20, 21, 22, 23. My picture matches my number 23. 10, 20, 21, 22, 23. Yay, Bo? All right, Congo Nation, we're going to do some practice, some more practice. So let's work on another number. So I want you to take this time, you can pause the video, and I want you to draw another place value house. So you're going to draw it without the number 23 inside. You're going to draw another place value house inside of your composition book because we're going to plug in another 2-digit number. Yay, Bo? All right, once you're done drawing your place value house, you can resume this video. Congo Nation, our next 2-digit number is going to be 48. So what 2 digits do we need for the number 48? Very good. A 4 and a 8. Okay, in that order. So I'm going to just plug in my number. Remember, only one number can live in each house at a time. So what's the first number in the number 48? 4. Good. So my 4 has to live here. Yay, Bo? What's my next number? My next digit in the number 48? Very good. 8. Yay, Bo? All right. So 4 lives in this house all by himself. 8 lives in that house all by herself. Which number lives in the tens house? The number 4. So that means that there are 4 tens in this number. Yay, Bo? That's why 4 lives in the tens house, right? 4 in the number 48, it's in the tens place. Okay, this 4 is in the tens place. Which number is in the ones place? 8, very good. That's why 8 lives in this ones place house. Yay, Bo? So therefore, how many quick tens am I going to draw? Very good. Good job to those scholars who are using this place value chart to help them. If you're not sure, you don't already know that this is the tens place and this is the ones place, your chart tells you. Yay, Bo? So there are 4 tens and there are 8 ones. So I need to draw my 4 quick tens first. Yay, Bo? All right, let's draw our quick tens. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yay, Bo? All right, Congo Nation. Now I can move on to my ones. How many ones are there in the number 48? Yes, there are 8 of them, just like our chart shows us. Okay, this number 8 is in the ones place column or the ones place house. So that means I have to draw 8 ones. And I do that by drawing circles. Go ahead and draw your ones, Congo Nation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If your picture looks like mine, go ahead and pat yourself on the back. Very good. We drew a picture that represents or shows 48. But let's make sure. Let's count our tens and then count our ones and see if we get 48. Now remember, when we count our tens, we have to count by 10. Yay, Bo? So let's try it. This is 1 10, so we'll start at 10. Yay, Bo? All right, Moja and Billy, tattoo. 10, 20, 30, 40. Yay, Bo? 4 tens equals 40. Okay? 4 tens equals 40. If we count by ones, we can prove it, right? If we go like this and we count 10 fingers 4 times, it'll equal 40. Watch this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's my first 10. Here's my second. I have to count on. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That's my second 10. That's 2 10s. Let's do our third 10. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. So 3 10s equals 30, right? 10, 20, 30. Let's do my last 10. Count on from 30. 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. Right? I counted 4 10s. I counted 10 fingers 4 times, and it equals 40. When we count by 10s, 10, 20, 30, 40. But I don't have any more 10s. If you agree, give me a thumbs up. So now I have to count on by ones. I'm moving on to my ones. So I begin at 40 and I count on by ones. 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48. When we drew our 4 10s and our 8 ones, did it equal 48, Congo Nation? Yes, it did. Very good. So our picture matches our number. You guys are doing fantastic. Let's do another one. Yabo, let's keep on practicing. So go ahead, pause this video, and draw another place value chart or place value house. I like to call them both. I call it both. Draw that inside of your composition book. And then you can resume the video. All right, Congo Nation. Our next number is going to be 75. 75. Go ahead and write the number 75 into your place value house. All right, Congo, what number did you put here? 7, very good. 7 goes here. What number did you, so 7 goes in the tens place house, right? 7 is in the tens place. What number is in the ones place? 5, good job. This is how we write 75, a 7 and a 5, in that order. Yabo? So how many 10s are there, Congo Nation? Show me with your math fingers. 7. There are 7 10s. Very good. Go ahead and draw your 7 quick 10s. Draw your 7 quick 10s now. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have my 7 quick 10s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I counted twice because I like to double check. I want to make sure I have the right amount of 10s for my number 75. Now, let's move on to our ones. Show me with your math fingers how many ones are in the number 75. 5. Very good. There are 5 ones in the number 75. Our place value chart shows us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, we have our picture, but we want to prove it, right? Good mathematicians, we go ahead, we check, and we prove to make sure that our models or our numbers are correct. So, when we count our 10s, we're going to count by 10. Once we get to our last 10, then we begin counting on by 1. Yabo? All right, let's slow it down and do it together. So get your pointer finger ready. Point to your first 10. And let's count. Moja, and Billy tattoo. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, freeze. What number are we at so far? We're at 70, but we don't have any more 10s left. So now we have to begin counting by ones. Moja and Billy tattoo. 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75. If your picture matches your number, point to yourself and say, I am good. Very good, congregation. So this is going to be our last practice problem for our place value. Yay, Bo? Now we're going to have to switch our brain a little bit. And we're going to begin to talk about dimes and pennies. Yay, Bo? All right, let's take a look at some vocabulary. So the first coin that we're going to learn about today, which is also our vocabulary, is a dime. Yay, Bo? Before I show you our vocabulary card, just give me a thumbs up if you know the value of a dime. If you know what a dime is equal to. Okay, I see some thumbs. Well, here's our vocabulary card that will tell you all that you need to know about a dime. So here we have the name of the coin. It's a dime. And a dime is a coin equal to 10 cents. This is what a dime looks like, Congo Nation. So I know most of us, if not all of us, have seen this coin before. It's a silver coin. It's small. I think it's one of our smallest coins. But this coin is equal to 10 cents. Yay, Bo? I've drawn this circle here, which is labeled with a D, and this circle here, which is labeled with a 10, because when we draw our dimes, this is how we're going to draw them. So I will either ask you to draw it and label with a D, the first letter of its name, or label it with a 10, which is what it is equal to. A dime is equal to 10 cents. Yay, Bo? The next coin is a penny. Okay, a penny. This is the name of the coin, penny. This is what a penny looks like. So this is the only coin that we have that's copper. So it's like a goldish brown. It's bigger than a dime, but it's worth less. It's equal to less. A penny is a coin equal to just 1 cent. Okay? A dime is equal to 10 cents. And a penny is equal to how many cents, Congo Nation? 1. Okay? So a penny is equal to 1 cent. I have a circle here. It's labeled with a P for penny, since that's the first letter in the name. And then I have a circle here that's labeled with a 1, because a penny is equal to 1 cent. When we draw our pennies, we're either going to draw them like this, or we're going to draw them like this. Yay, Bo? All right, Congo Nation, pop quiz. A dime, D-I-M-E, a dime. What is a dime equal to, Congo Nation? How many cents is a dime equal to? 10, very good. A dime is equal to 10 cents. What about a penny? What is a penny equal to? 1 cent, very good. So Congo Nation, if we return here to our number 75, and we turn this into money, 75 cents, how many dimes and how many pennies would we need? That's what we're about to learn next. Yay, Bo? All right, Congo Nation. So we are going to use our example of 75, but we're going to turn our 7 tens and our 5 ones into dimes and pennies. Let's get started. All right, Congo. So now that we're moving into money, I've added this word cents. Yabo? So we are going to continue to look at two-digit numbers, but we're going to think about them as cents or money. Yabo? And we use cents for coins. If you have dollars, you would say you have $75. But since we have change or coins, we're going to say we have 75 cents. Yabo? All right, so let's figure out how many dimes and pennies are in 75 cents. Congo Nation, I have a question. How many cents is a dime? What is a dime equal to? 10. Very good. A dime is worth 10 cents. Yabo? How many cents is a penny equal to? 1. A penny is equal to 1 cent. So, Congo Nation, we can make a connection here. I'm sorry. Since we're trying to figure out how many dimes and pennies are in 75 cents, we need to connect the number in our tens place to dimes and the number in our ones place to pennies. Yabo? So just as we drew 7 tens for the number 75, we're going to replace our quick tens with dimes because they're equal to the same number. These quick tens are equal to 10, and a dime is equal to 10 cents. Yabo? Yabo? All right, I'll say it one more time. So just as we drew our quick tens, now that we're talking about cents or money, we're going to draw our dimes as our tens. Yabo? Because a quick 10 is equal to 10 and a dime is equal to 10 cents. So these dimes are simply going to replace our quick tens. Instead of quick tens, we will draw dimes for the number in our tens place. Yabo? All right, we're going to do the same for our pennies. Congo Nation, a penny is worth 1 cent. So this penny or pennies is going to take the place of our ones. Just as we drew our 5 ones for the number 75, we would draw 5 pennies because these ones are equal to 1 and a penny is equal to 1 cent. Yabo? All right, I have a little cheater pumpkin eater here. I want you guys to remember this. We are going to draw dimes for the number in our tens place and pennies for the number in our ones place. Okay? So whatever number is in our tens place, we're going to draw that many dimes. We're going to draw circles for each 10 and label it with a 10 inside. For the number in our ones place, we're going to draw pennies. We're going to draw a penny for each one and label it with the number 1. Yabo? All right, Congo Nation, I'm going to keep that up there, so I'm going to move my cent sign down just a little bit. And let me go ahead and cut some of this off. I'll just fold it like this. Because the cent sign is important. We're talking about money now, right? So we have to include this cent sign. But I also want you to remember that the number in our tens place, we're going to draw dimes. And the number in our ones place, we're going to draw pennies. Because a dime is equal to 10 cents and a penny is equal to 1 cent. Yay, Bo? All right, congregation. So underneath your place value chart, where you have your number 75, right under your first picture with your quick tens and your ones, now we're going to draw our dimes and pennies. So I have a question. How many dimes are in 75 cents? If you went to the tens place and you made the connection between the tens place and a dime, pat yourself on the back. If you did that, then you know that there are 10, I'm sorry, congregation. There are 7 dimes in 75 cents. Okay, we can use 7 dimes to make 75 cents. So I'm going to draw my 7 dimes. I'm going to draw 7 circles, and I'm going to label them with the number 10 inside. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, I have to label it with the number 10, or else I won't know what coin it is, right? I won't know if it's a dime or a penny. So I have my 7 dimes, which equals 70, just like our 7 quick tens did. We count on by 10. We count by tens, just like we did with our quick tens. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. But I got to take care of my ones. So what coin am I going to draw? What coin is equal to 1 cent? A penny. Very good. I'm going to go underneath and draw my pennies. Yay, Bo? How many pennies am I going to draw, congregation? 5. I look here in my ones, please. Yay, Bo? I look here in my ones, please. We can even label our place value chart with what we know now. So over here are our dimes, and over here are our pennies. Okay, Bo? All right, so I know I need 5 pennies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Am I done, congregation? No, I have to make sure and remember to label inside of my coin. I label a penny with a 1 because it's equal to 1 cent. 1, 1. They all get the number 1 inside. So now I can clearly see that I have 7 dimes and 5 pennies. Let's count our dimes and pennies and make sure that they equal 75 cents. I start here. For my dimes, I count by 10. Moja and Billy tattoo. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. Do I have any more dimes? No. So now I begin to count my pennies, which means I count by ones. 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75. I have 75 cents made from 7 dimes and 5 pennies. Seven dimes and 5 pennies equals 75 cents. This is the symbol for cents, congregation. When you don't write out the word, it looks like a C and it has a slash going through it. That's our symbol for cents. Yay, Bo? All right, Congo Nation, take a look at everything that we just learned. Okay? We learned that when we're counting money, we're looking at cents. We're counting coins, and it's 2 digits, right? There's still 2 digits here. We can use dimes to count the amount of tens, and we can use pennies to count the amount of ones, because a dime is worth 10 cents and a penny is worth 1 cent. Yay, Bo? I'll repeat that. A dime is worth 10 cents and a penny is worth 1 cent. Therefore, when we're using our place value chart, the number that is in the tens place is the amount of dimes we can draw and count, and the number that's in the ones place is the amount of pennies that we can draw and count. Yay, Bo? All right, you know we're going to continue practicing. So go ahead and draw another place value chart in your composition book, and we're going to do a new number. Congo Nation. All right, now it's time for us to see how many dimes and pennies are in 29 cents. So go ahead and plug your 29 into your place value chart. Go ahead and plug your 29 into your place value chart. If you look at Sister Johnson's, I put 1 digit in each house, right? I put 1 number in each house. All right, Congo Nation. So I have a question. How many tens are in the number 29? 2, very good. So how many dimes is there in 29 cents? 2. Yay, Bo? Remember, this column now represents the number that's in the tens place, but also the amount of dimes that we can draw and count to equal 29 cents. So we're going to draw our 2 dimes. 1, 2. What do I label my dimes with, Congo Nation? Very good. I label it with a 10 because that's what it's equal to. It's equal to 10 cents. Each dime is equal to 10 cents. All right, I've taken care of my dimes. Let's move on to the number in the ones place. What number is in the ones place, Congo Nation? Very good. It's the number 9. I can draw pennies for my ones place. So how many pennies am I going to draw? I'm going to draw 9. Very good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, Bo? I label it with the number 1, which tells me it's a penny, and that a penny is worth 1 cent. Yay, Bo? All right, let's double check. Let's count our dimes and our pennies and see if they equal 29 cents. I count my dimes by what, Congo Nation? Tens. Very good. Each of them is worth 10 cents. So when I'm counting them, I need to count by tens. When I count my pennies, I count by what? Ones. Because each penny is worth 1 cent. So I count them by ones. Yay, Bo? All right, let's get started. We can slow it on down again. Let's take our time. Moja and Billy Tattoo. 10, 20, 21. Good job if you knew to start counting by ones. 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Do our dimes and pennies equal 29 cents, Congo Nation? Yes, they do. Clap it up for yourselves. Very good. All right, Congo. I have some news. So, Congo, since our essential question is, who am I when I am free to be my best family member, I thought that we could go to the market and buy some healthy food for our family. If you would like to do that, give me a thumbs up. Okay, I see some thumbs. So we're going to visit the market and we're going to buy some fruits and vegetables, but we're going to have to pay with our dimes and our pennies. So we have to figure out how many dimes and how many pennies we need to buy our fruits and vegetables. If you're ready to go shopping and do some math, say, I'm ready. All right, Congo Nation, let's go to the supermarket. All right, Congo Nation, so we're at the market. We're in the fruit section. We have our basket for our food, our fruits and our vegetables. Now let's see what we have to choose from. All right, so I see some strawberries, some blueberries. I see some oranges and some grapes. I think we should take all of that home with us and give that healthy fruit to our family, right? Because we're trying to be our best family members. We know that eating healthy is the best for our wellness and for our family's wellness. So why not shop smart and shop healthy, right? All right, so let's start with the strawberries. Pick our strawberries and let's take a look. It says here there are strawberries are 76 cents, Congo Nation. So I have to use my dimes and my pennies to come up with 76 cents. So I'm going to sit this here. I'm going to put this right here since we're working out how much money we need to buy it. I'm going to put that there. And the first thing I have to do that I want to do to figure out how much dimes and pennies that I need, I want to place this number 76 into my place value chart. So what's my first digit in the number 76, Congo Nation? Very good. It's the number 7. So I know that this number 7 is in the tens place. Yay, Bo? All right. Which number is in the ones place in the number 76? 6. Very good. The number 6 is in the ones place. Therefore, how many dimes will I need, Congo Nation? I'm going to need 7 dimes. Remember, whatever number is in this tens place is the amount of dimes that we need, because a dime is worth 10 cents. So let me go ahead. This is how we pay the cashier. We have to draw it up on the board, okay? Yay, Bo? All right, so let's draw our 7 dimes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can label it with the number 10. That shows me that a dime is equal to 10 cents. It shows me that these coins are dimes. Yay, Bo? And what number is in the ones place, Congo Nation? The number 6. Very good. I have to use my pennies for my ones. So how many pennies am I going to draw? Show me with your counting fingers. 6. Very good. Let's draw our 6 pennies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I label it with the number 1. Yay, Bo? All right, Congo Nation, let's double check. We count our dimes by 10. We count our pennies by 1. Let's make sure we have enough money to pay for our strawberries. Moja and Billy Tattoo. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76. Did we show 76 cents? Yes or no? Yes, we did. All right, let's throw those strawberries into our bag. Cha-ching! Purchased. All right, next on our shopping list are some blueberries. So I'm going to erase my picture here. A Congo Nation, I know that I'm moving, I'm keeping the lesson flowing. But if you need time to copy anything down, please feel free to pause me at any time. All right, next up is our blueberries. How many cents is our blueberries, Congo Nation? 38 cents. So I have to plug in my 38, a 2-digit number, into my place value house. The first number is 3. That 3 is in the tens place. Yay, Bo? The next number is 8. My 8 is in the ones place. Yay, Bo? Tens place, ones place. So, Congo Nation, how many dimes do we need to pay for these blueberries? We need 3. We look here in the tens place column to see how many dimes we need. Those dimes that are worth 10 cents. Let's draw them. 1, 2, 3. Let's label them. 10, 10, 10. Yay, Bo? All right, but I only have 30 cents here. Our blueberries cost 38 cents. How many pennies do I have to draw, Congo Nation? Very good. I have to draw 8. And if we look here in the ones column, we have the number 8. Let's draw our pennies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's label our pennies. We label them with the number 1 because they're equal to 1 cent. Congo Nation, remember, you can pause it if you're not moving as quickly as Sister Johnson. All right, Congo Nation, so we have our 3 dimes and our 8 pennies. Let's give it to the cashier. Ching, ching. And put it in our basket. All right, Congo Nation, what do you guys want to do next? Orange or grapes? This orange is looking delicious. So I'm going to go ahead and grab the orange. How much does our orange cost, Congo Nation? 45 cents. All right, so that means we have to erase our change or our coins from our blueberries. And let's move on to our orange, which costs 45 cents. This number 4 is in the tens place. It's my first digit when I'm reading from left to right. I see the 4 first. So I plug in my 4 in the tens place. Yay, Bo? The next number is 5. That number 5 is in our ones place. Okay, so plainly, even before I draw my coins, I can see how many dimes I need and how many pennies I need. How many dimes will I need, Congo Nation? Very good. I'm going to need 4 dimes. How many pennies will I need? Very good. I'm going to need 5 pennies. We get this number from the tens place. We get this number from the ones place. We get the amount of dimes from the tens place and the amount of pennies from the ones place. Yay, Bo? All right, now we can draw. We can still draw our picture. So let's draw our 4 dimes. 1, 2, 3, 4. I label it with the number 10. 10, 10, 10, 10. Yabo? Let's draw our pennies. I'm going to draw 5 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I label my pennies with a 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yabo? All right, Congo Nation, let's buy our orange. So we have our 4 dimes, we have our 5 pennies. We gotta check. We gotta make sure that this equals 45 cents. We count our dimes by what? Tens, very good. We count our pennies by what? Ones. Let's do it. Moja and Billy, tattoo. 10, 20, 30, 40. Moving on to our ones. 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. 45 cents. Thank you, ma'am. Cha-ching. All right, Congo Nation, I think we're good. I think we have some grapefruit. We're going to leave the grapes behind for today, but we have our strawberries, our oranges, and our blueberries. Now let's go to the vegetable section. Congo Nation, we made it to the vegetable section. Let's see what vegetables they have. Okay, they have cucumber, carrots, broccoli, and eggplant. Let's get about 3 items from our vegetable section. Let's start with broccoli. I love broccoli. So let's grab some broccoli. And well, that's different. So they don't tell us how much it costs. They tell us how many dimes and how many pennies we need. But I would like to know what that's equal to. 8 dimes and 7 pennies. How many cents is that? Let's figure that out, Congo Nation. So we know that we need 8 dimes and 7 pennies. Let's write that on the board. 8 dimes, 7 pennies. All right, so my first step is I could do either one of these steps. I could draw a model and count how many cents I have altogether, or I could use my place value chart. I think I want to start by plugging the numbers into the place value chart, and then I want to draw a model to double check. That's how I want to solve what 8 dimes and 7 pennies equals. Yabo? All right, Congo Nation, so we have our 8 dimes here. What place in my place value chart do our dimes live? Very good. Our dimes live in the tens place house. So that means that I have to take my 8 from here and plug it here. I'm going to plug my 8 into my tens place house because I know that that is connected to our dimes, right? If there's 8 dimes, then that means we have 8 coins that are worth 10 each. We have 8 tens. Yabo? All right, so I plugged in my dimes here. There are 8 dimes, so I plugged in my 8. All right, there are 7 pennies. Which house do our pennies live in? Very good. It lives in the ones place house, right? My pennies are connected to my ones because they're equal. Yabo? All right, so how many pennies does this broccoli cost? 7 pennies. So I have to plug in my 7 in the ones place. Yabo? That tells me what I need. 8 dimes and 7 pennies is equal to 80 cents. Yay, Bo? That was kind of cool. But you know what? I'm going to draw my dimes, and I'm going to draw the pennies, and I'm going to count on to make sure. So let's begin by drawing our 8 dimes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I label it with a 10 to show that it's a dime. Each dime is worth 10 cents. Okay, bro? This already matches my place value chart. I have 8 tens here, and I have 8 tens here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 dimes, 8 tens. Yay, Bo? All right, let's move on to my 7 pennies. I'm going to draw my 7 pennies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I label my pennies with a 1. Cents, they're equal to 1 cent. Yay, Bo? All right, so I have my dimes and my pennies drawn. Now I can count on and check to see if 8 dimes and 7 pennies equals 87 cents. I count my dimes by tens and my pennies by ones. Moja and Billy tattoo. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87. Did my 8 dimes and 7 pennies equal 87 cents? Yes, it did. Woo! We did it. So we can buy our broccoli. All right. Ching ching. All right, Congo Nation. What's next? I really love eggplant. Let's work on our eggplant. So you can go ahead and set up for our next item. Go ahead and draw another place value house. I'm going to erase what we have here so we can work on our eggplant. Please pause me if you need more time. All right, let's take a look at our eggplant. Our eggplant costs 9 dimes and 9 pennies. 9 dimes and 9 pennies. And I wonder how many geniuses already know how many cents that is. If you do, good job. Very good. But let's work it out on our board. So I'm going to write 9 dimes, 9 pennies. Where do I plug in my amount of dimes, Congo Nation? Very good. I plug it here in this first column, which is our tens place. So I know in the number that this is equal to, there are 9 tens. Yay, Bo? All right, where do I plug my pennies? I plug the amount of pennies I have here in my ones place because a penny is worth 1 cent. So I put my 9 here. 9 dimes plus 9 pennies equals how many cents, Congo Nation? 99 cents. Very good. 99 cents. So how many dimes do we need? 9 dimes. How many pennies do we need? 9 pennies. We have them. Let's buy our eggplant. Cha-ching. Very good. All right. Let's buy one more vegetable. One more vegetable. I really love salad, and salads are not complete without cucumber. So let's get some cucumber. While I'm grabbing some cucumber, Congo Nation, I want you to set up for the next problem. Okay, so as we figure this out, go ahead and set up for that. Draw another place value house so that we can plug in our numbers. Yay, Bo? All right, Congo, welcome back. I know that you are all set up. All right, Congo Nation, welcome back. Let's take a look at the cost of our cucumber. We need 6 dimes and 4 pennies to buy our cucumber. Okay? 6 dimes and 4 pennies to buy our cucumber. So I'm going to put our cucumber here and write how much money we need. We need 6 dimes and 4 pennies. Congo, I have a question. Where do we plug in our pennies? Do we plug it in the tens place or do we plug it in the ones place? We plug it in the ones place because remember, our pennies are worth 1 cent. So how many ones do we have? 4, very good. In the number 64, there are 4 ones. All right, that leaves us with our dimes. Where do our dimes go? In the tens place. Because how many cents are they worth, Congo Nation? 10 cents. Very good. So we put our 6 here. In the number 64, there are 6 tens and 4 ones. To have 64 cents, we need 6 dimes and 4 pennies. Yay, Bo? But let's double check by drawing our picture. I'm going to start by drawing my 6 dimes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What do I label my dimes with? Very good, the number 10. Each dime gets the number 10. Gave up. All right, how many pennies do I have to draw, Congo Nation? 4, good job. Let's draw our pennies. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I label it with the number 1. All right, let's count our change. Let's see if we have 64 cents. I count my dimes by 10. I count my pennies by 1. Moja and Billy, slow it down. Tattoo. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64. 64 cents. Good job, Congo Nation. Let's buy our cucumber. Ching, ching. All right, Congo Nation, you did an excellent job. We are going to go home and share our healthy food with our family. Share with your family that you are a master of counting dimes and pennies. And once you're done that, it's time for you to do your problem set. Let's take a look. Congo Nation, here is your vocabulary as well as your problem set. A dime is a coin equal to 10 cents. A penny is a coin equal to 1 cent. For your problem set, you're going to, of course, head your paper with your first and last name, the date, 5/21/20, the subject, math, and your heading is problem set. Here are your directions. For numbers 1 through 5, you are going to draw the dimes and pennies equal to the following amounts. For number 1, draw the dimes and pennies for 55 cents. Number 2, draw the dimes and pennies that equal 20 cents. Number 3, draw the dimes and pennies for 87 cents. For number 4, draw the dimes and pennies for 42 cents. And number 5, draw the dimes and pennies for 13 cents. For numbers 6 through 10, you are going to write the amount of cents for the following. I want you to include a place value chart. Number 6 says 7 dimes and 4 pennies. You will plug that into your place value chart and write how many cents is 7 dimes and 4 pennies. You'll do the same for 7, 8, 9, and 10. Number 7 says 9 dimes and 3 pennies. How many cents is that, congregation? Number 8 says 6 pennies and 2 dimes. Number 9 is 0 pennies and 3 dimes. And number 10 is 1 dime and 7 pennies. Please find out how much that is. Yay, Bo? All right, once you're finished number 10, you are all done. Mighty mathematicians, we have come to the end of our Sechette lesson. Thank you so much for tuning in and doing an awesome job counting dimes and pennies with me today. Now it's time for you to take a picture of your application problem as well as your problem set and send those pictures to our nation's email at grade1@sfacs.us. Scholars, I will see you just a bit in science.